Men of Reddit, what have you done in 2021 and it made you freaking proud of yourself? Published my first research article in chemistry. Beat cancer. Started going to the gym, saw a shrink and got rid of the toxic for me ex. I actually saved some money for the first time in my life. It's a lot easier when it's going into a retirement fund and not something I can look at every time I want to buy a cheeseburger. Fought in court to be in my daughter's life, $16K in lawyer fees alone. Most stressful year of my life, made it though. Cheers boys. Lost 70 pounds, got back into shape and kicked my codependency. Got a fucking divorce. Went the full calendar year without drinking alcohol. Congrats man. You did it. Lots of efforts must be made along with determination to withdraw from alcohol for 365 days straight. Started therapy and at age 30 started college for civil engineering technician. Filled into a job for 120 days. Did well enough I got promoted to it permanently. Got engaged too. Had a baby, bought a house, succeeded at a new job got last summer. Restored some of my basketball game after the setback of COVID. Surpassed 2 years cocaine and alcohol free and on the way to a life I never imagined possible. I built a deck nearly entirely on my own. Took forever, probably should have recruited help. But it was fun and I feel accomplished. Posted it to Reddit and didn't get ripped to shreds so that's cool I guess. Bought my first house and married the love of my life. Left my home of 40 years and hit the road full-time in a RV, seeing the US now. Landed a job that I hated, quit 30 days later, and earned $4,000 additional this past month freelancing. Still working on making the numbers work, but it feels good to hustle and make ends meet without having to rely on a soul-sucking corporate gig. I started going to the gym around June, watching what I eat, read books. Atomic Habits helped. I was 104 kilograms at the start of the year and am 97 kilograms today. Not that big of a weight difference but am visibly fitter, have visible muscles now. A few girls said I look hot now, which was new to me. I can easily run a 5K, working towards a 10K. Also passed out of uni with 8.7 GPA, scale of 10, and got a decent job. Recently acquired all the materials for my side project. I'm working on building my own lightsaber, figuring out lipocell charge protector and load capacity as of now. I did a lot in 2021. 2020 was miserable. Thanks 0p for the question. This was a good retrospective session for me. I don't really feel pride but more like reassurance if that makes sense. Made a couple of friends after almost a decade of not having made any. Made the decision to have weight loss surgery and have dropped more than the surgeon expected by this time even though it has slowed down. Became just the tiniest bit more comfortable with myself. Fighting cancer. Since 2020. Heading into 2022 and still going. Hoping to be done early 2022. I continued losing weight. I started losing weight in 2020 by going from 390 pounds to 310 by the end of 2020. Now I'm down to about 265 and I'm hoping to continue the trend in 2022. I finally pulled the trigger on getting help with my drinking problem and mental health issues. Best decision I've ever made. Got serious about my health. Been working out consistently for 9 months. It feels like less, because only got my cardio and nutrition dialed in about 5 months ago, but still. Seen a lot of progress, but still have a long way to go. Didn't kill myself. It's been a hard year lads. Gotten harder recently but I'm staying strong. Retired from the army. It was only supposed to be a one-term enlistment. Bought and am currently reading books on how to be a good parent/father. Right now I'm reading No Drama Discipline. I sometimes get quick to anger and am leaving that terrible habit behind. I will have a great relationship with my daughter and she will always be able to come to me for anything without fear or anxiety. Seriously changing that mindset is like going to war and I'm General fucking Custard. I don't know my history so I'm hoping he's not one of those guys that did horrible shit but is remembered as some great person haha. put up Christmas decorations my wife wanted and helped give her a beautiful home she can be proud of. Nothing. Imao went through a bad breakup that was really rough on me. I'm fine now though. Took me like 8 months to deal with it. Also had a lot of pretty serious family stuff going on at the time. Actually my ex dumped me like a month after I told her I was going through really tough stuff, haha. I haven't worked on my passion at all because I was so just absolutely exhausted with family stuff, job, and emotions from the breakup. 2021 was pretty much a write-off for me if there ever was a write-off year, lol. Now I'm able of doing 2 pull-ups, started the year not being able to do even. I'm thinking about this gonna my goal for 2022. To see such progress must feel great though. Went skydiving, went to Mexico, lost 25 pounds, and made the Dean's List. Grew a YouTube channel to 50,000 subs. The grind. I've become a better father. I'm a single parent but I've been trying so hard to do right. It's unrecognized because all I do is work and spend as much time as I can with my daughter. But me knowing that if enough. And I'm very happy and proud. Bought a house, just recently got promoted. Feels good. Finished up my last year of university while juggling homeschooling my daughter. It was a lot to work out. I bought my first car. It's not my first car but I handled everything from my credit union to going to the dealership, test driving, and leaving with the car I wanted with no issue. Didn't grow up well off so hoping to the dealership as a kid used to be a all-day fiasco. I'm just happy to see that I'm financially literate enough to handle it all. It still amazes me every now and then that I purchased a vehicle with my own, even though it's only been some months since I did it. I have finally gotten past my self-hatred and depression and doing much better with myself. Male nurse in acute care. I started going to school again so I can hopefully find a better career. I went the entire year without assaulting one single person, or even allow them to make me angry. Got a tattoo for someone who meant a lot to me. I've been lifting consistently for 3 months, got my first job out of college, moved alone to a new city. Might be small potatoes, but I started my own little garden. I have a fig tree and some dragonfruit seeds that are germinating. Got back to the gym last Feb after getting fat. 49 now so it's working around broken body parts basically. Still fat but now it looks different. Somewhat. Been a long, tough road, but in 2021 I was finally able to buy a beautiful forever home for me and my family. My 5-year-old son is going to get to spend his childhood in a beautiful home in a wonderful neighborhood, and I couldn't be happier about that. Decided to follow my dreams of getting a math degree, also started a math YouTube channel after years of not using my video skills. Now I'm obsessed with making stuff again and it feels so good. I moved back home after 16 years, bought a big house, got a big promotion at work and my second baby was born. I've not thought about it at any point until today, but that sounds like the best year of my life looking back. Weirdly, it didn't feel like it at any point. It's been a difficult year, but I guess it's not been too bad. I'm trying not to be proud since it's a sin, but I've done a lot of good for myself and others I think this year. For me I've started doing the Wim Hof method. And for others I've started calling my family more, which makes me and them really happy. Within the last 6 months, when I learned and admitted that I have significant, unresolved trauma too, I started hitting therapy harder and reading more books about my trauma. 3. I bought a house.